Hi everyone, it's our favorite time of year, and that means we'll be conducting some chilling CO2 science experiments for you today using our favorite ingredient here at CO2 Meter, dry ice, the solid form of CO2, where you will be seeing real sublimating in action.
That's right. Today we'll be doing a couple different experiments with CO2 Meter's favorite compound, dry ice, where you will see the full process of a solid transforming directly into a gas and learn how to handle it safely while having some spooky fun.
So before we get started, it's important to note that this gas is toxic to humans, so it's important to remember safety first. When handling dry ice, always use insulated gloves like these, wear your safety goggles, and ensure proper ventilation. Also, use a CO2 safety monitor if working indoors.
Now before we get started, here's what you'll need for the experiment: an empty soda bottle, a balloon, dish soap or a bubble solution, dry ice pellets or dry ice blocks, warm water, safety gear, and a CO2 safety monitor.
Pro tip, you can grab most of these items right here at your local grocery or hardware store. And remember, you can gain a CO2 safety monitor directly from your favorite friends at CO2 Meter to stay protected while you experiment with CO2.
Now let's get started.
First up, we are going to see what happens when dry ice meets a balloon. How long does it take to blow itself up?
And then it's time for the grand finale: bubbling, foggy, floating CO2 bubbles.
I can't wait for that one, Em. A quick science fact also, when dry ice warms up, it doesn't melt like normal ice. Instead, it sublimates like we mentioned, transforming directly from a solid like you see here into a gaseous carbon dioxide gas.
And because CO2 gas can be dangerous at high concentrations, it's important to always handle it in a well-ventilated area and use a CO2 safety monitor to ensure it's safe.
Absolutely. Now that we're all set with our gear and our safety precautions, let's begin our first Halloween experiment, a self-inflating balloon.
If you can find dry ice pellets, they are perfect for this. But if you've got a block like we do, you can use a hammer or a screwdriver to carefully kind of chip off smaller pieces for use.
All right, now that you've got a few dry ice pieces and your warm water and your water bottle, we've already included that in ours and put our balloon snugly on top.
Once you add the water to your water bottle, drop in a few dry ice chunks and secure the balloon on top like we have already, and watch as it inflates.
Here you can see instantly the balloon starts to inflate on its own. The sublimating CO2 gas is present, and the real question is, how long does it take before it's fully blown up? We'll find out in just a second.
Now for the fun part. While we wait for our balloon to continue to expand, we are going to make some spooky, foggy bubbles.
So exciting. This is going to be our favorite experiment. But what you'll need is one 2-liter bottle, a funnel, and some rubber tubing, a small bowl with dish soap or bubble solution and warm water, and of course our favorite ingredient, dry ice.
Now to start, we are going to cut the top of our 2-liter bottle. You'll be using the bottom as your base. We will then place the funnel snugly into the bottle, opening and connect your tubing to the funnel spout. This will act as your bubble extension, giving you more control where the bubbles will float.
We filled our bowl with warm water and a generous squeeze of dish soap. Once it's nice and sudsy like it is here, you're going to drop a few small pieces of dry ice into your 2-liter bottle, and as it sublimates, it'll start filling your bottle through the tubing with CO2 fog.
Now dip the end of your tubing into the soapy water and watch the fog-filled bubbles begin to form and float. You can even guide the bubbles around, carrying them from place to place.
So there you have it. Thank you so much for doing some spooky experiments with me and Emily today at CO2 Meter.
For any questions or concerns, or to stay safe with your own indoor air quality monitor or CO2 detector, visit us at co2meter.com today.
Until next time, have a spectacular Halloween.